Hey everybody, it's Anthony. Today I want to take you to Oak Glen Preserve. Unfortunately, I was having some issues with my GoPro, and even though it was charging, it died. So I switched over to my cell phone for the video, and the video that I actually took of the first section of this place is gone. When my GoPro crashed, it deleted it, and I didn't realize until editing that portion of the video is gone. But there is a small little paved walking area right as you enter this preserve. But now back on with this video. Uh, this is a preserve. The elevation is like 4,500 feet, I believe. So it's nice. It does get snow during winter. It's a little bit cooler than down the hill. They have some really cool seats here. As you can see, there's these custom seating areas that are made so you could just kind of relax and just enjoy the views out here. They do have signs that tell you what the different types of plants are. And then, of course, the areas are also labeled. So this particular area, I believe, is called Butterfly Hill. Or Butterfly Garden. Um, there's a few water features, like this one doesn't really have a stream. The one that got deleted from my video that was on the GoPro, unfortunately, I did have that video on there, and there is like a kind of man-made waterfall that they have that runs. And certain time of the year, you will see polywogs in there. Um, just all kinds of cool stuff that they've done here. This area did have a fire a few years ago. You could tell up on the hillside that it's all burned. The fire burned like a pretty massive area. I don't believe this particular section of it got burned, but a couple hundred yards over, there was a big ranch that got burned, a big barn that was over 100 years old, and that got burned down. So, there is a small pond out here, lake pond. I don't know, it's not massive, so I think I consider it a pond. And it has a floating dock on it, so we'll show you that later in this video. And then, of course, I have pictures at the end of the video. There is a lot of wildlife out here. There are mountain lions in this area, so again, be careful. Don't let your kids run off. If you do bring kids with you, just, it is a kid-friendly hike. It is super simple, and it's not a big hike. There are multiple uh, loops on this trail, so the smaller one's kid-friendly. The larger one, I don't know, kids might get a little tired. There is also coming up on the right-hand side soon a small grove of redwood trees. This here on the left is an apple orchard. This is where they pick the apples for the little place that originally burned down. They're working out of tents now called Los Rios Rancho, and they do apple cider and things like that. And this is the grove up here of redwood trees. They're not quite as big as what you'd find up in Northern California on the coast, or like Sequoia, Yosemite area, but they are pretty decent size here. And then I did see a squirrel while I was walking over here, so it saw me and it ran off. And then over here on the left is a small building where they do like little events and stuff like field trips, and they show the kids, you know, different things about nature. This is the pond I was mentioning, and I am walking on the actual floating dock. So it's attached on hinges on two ends, and then the rest of it just kind of floats on this small pond or lake. Again, I consider it a pond because it's not quite big enough for a lake. It's maybe the size of a football field, so whatever you would consider that to be. And a lot of wildlife, a lot of this time I didn't see them, but last time I was here, I saw a lot of dragonflies. I saw one or two this time. There are a few ducks out there, and I think I see two of them. I don't know how well they'll show up on this video, but a lot of ducks, lizards, butterflies, tons of birds chirping in the background. Um, because there was a field trip going on, I didn't want to try and save that audio just because there were like tons of kids. Like it was so loud. So that's why I just decided I'll just record over it and then I'll add some music to the end of it. But it's definitely a nice little trail. I would say total round trip is about a mile. So it's definitely doable even for kids. So I hope you guys enjoy the views and the trail.